Mr. Connors, you're the private detective?
More of a freelance detective, if that's a thing.
Mr. Connors, did someone hire you to work that scene tonight?
Mm-hmm. The victim did. Can I have a cup of water? I'm terribly thirsty.
I'm sorry, the victim hired you to work their murder case?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why don't you just tell me what transpired tonight?
Well, some of the most notorious faces in mafia history were gathered, you see. There were 3 unscrupulous fellows, Tony, Marco, and Nikolov, along with their head Giovanni. You see, Giovanni hired me because he strongly believed that one of his men was planning to kill him this evening. Unfortunately for him, he was very, very correct. Poor guy, it's always a dark day when you believe one of your own goons is gonna turn on you. What is this world coming to? You can't trust anyone. So by the time I arrived on scene, Giovanni was already dead, unfortunately. Being punctual has never been one of my strong suits. I won't lie, I didn't feel very welcomed when I first came in. But they came around after I made a bet, or used my superior tactics of, manipulation, my persuasion methods, that's the word, to convince them to trust me and not shoot me. That too. Anyway, I think they really saw me as one of their own after this little interaction. It was really a very impressive performance on my part, I must say. So I moved around the table and examined the scene. There really wasn't much to go off of. No blood, no bruising, no sign of trauma. Nothing. He was just dead on the table. No pulse. Definitely dead. Very dead. Extremely dead. Just, no sign of physical brutality. But due to that fact, I knew exactly what I was looking for.
Before questioning any of them, I wanted to see their reactions to me gathering evidence in hopes that the real murderer would just reveal himself to me. As you can imagine, this didn't give me much to go on. Thank you.
I confirmed with the butler that the wine in Giovanni's glass and the wine in the other men's glasses came from the exact same bottle. So the wine couldn't have been tampered with, else the other men would have also died. But Giovanni's glass could have been tampered with. But who could have done that?
I'd assume the butler.
Exactly. That's what anyone would assume. Predictable as all get out. But anyway.
The way I see it, each of those men had a sound reason for wanting Giovanni dead. There's Marco, a very paranoid man by nature. I think he'd do nearly anything for protection in this risky business, even something like delivering his boss's head to a sworn enemy. Tony, a quiet but passionate fella, he has attempted murder on his higher-ups in the past. He'd also make a great scapegoat for one of the others. And then Nikolov. If anything happens to Giovanni, he's meant to take his place as head. Need I say more? So I explained my conclusion. I deduced that each of the 3 men had paid off the butler to poison Giovanni. I have to say, I do like this butler character. Reminds me of my own intellect, quite honestly. Anyway, each man believed that he and he alone was responsible for the takedown of their boss. But in reality, it was all 3 of them. The butler was able to walk away with a fortune, and the men were none the wiser.
Wow. Impressive, Mr. Connors. Though there still are some things that I'm questioning, like, where's the poison that was used?
I don't know. I didn't bother to look for it. I figured you'd have that covered.
Well, I did, thank you. When I went to get you water, I looked in your coat pocket. Do you know what I found? If it were me, it would be quite easy to find out who else paid off the butler if I were paying him off myself. Paying him to, let's say, poison Mr. Giovanni. And then for intel. But maybe that's just me. Is it just me, Connors?
So, you're saying I'm not getting any reward money? Okay, look, there's no way that you found that vial in my coat pocket. Hold up, stop. That's the guy who hired me. Stop. Wait.
Hello. We've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. So what gives? Where'd you get it?